Good morning, guys. I'm walking to go to La Selva Negra, the birding reserves. As you can see, these woods are full of Moctezuma's oropendolas. The oropendola is a bird that usually lives in Mexico, and now in the winter time when it's cold in Mexico, relatively cold, it comes down here. See these banana trees here, these banana plants are full of oropendolas. There's one in there. It's carrying something in its beak. That's the monkey bird. I call it the monkey bird because the male does all the shenanigans. It hangs upside down. You know, it performs like all kinds of dances for the female. That's where they hang out, the oropendolas. But now I'm entering that part of the forest where it's really wild, and then when we get to Selva Negra, apparently that's where we really have pristine forest. There are no villages around, nothing. So I walked this yesterday. I think these are coffee plants. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, this is somebody's coffee plantation here. Oh, I hear oropendolas up in the tree. They're everywhere. Yeah. Montezuma's oropendola. That's what the bird is called. Apparently because he looks like one of Montezuma's caciques. Montezuma was, I think, the last Aztec emperor before the Spaniards conquered Mexico. Look at that view over there. Absolutely gorgeous, absolutely stunning. Let me take a picture. Yeah, this is really precious. I mean, not that I've traveled a lot or anything, but I've never in person I've never seen a forest like that. Look at the amount of bromeliads that grow in this tree, and then you have these things hanging from a tree, which are kind of like, you know, they look like a beard. I think they're even called old man's beard in some languages, some part of the world. But yeah, here we have banana plants and coffee. Look at this view, guys. Absolutely gorgeous on one side, and then we have this on the other side. But as I'm approaching the Selva Negra sanctuary, the bird sanctuary, we're going up in altitude. Already I'm at 1 kilometer above sea level. So Selva Negra might even be maybe 1200 meters above sea level. Just like the top of Mombacho volcano, which is stunning. We're right up there in the cloud forest. So you have the rainforest, which is at sea level, right down there and even lower. And then when you go up in altitude, it's called the cloud forest because literally you're in clouds. And it can rain. When I say rain, I mean drizzle. It can drizzle at any moment. It'll drizzle for 5 minutes and then the sun will come out. Look at this. The sun is behind me. Look at this gorgeous view. Absolutely amazing. I'm speechless. Wow. And there's no one around here. There are no houses. There's no garbage. There's nothing. Just you and the forest. Amazing. We have more birds up here. I have no idea what species those are. There's orange, there's rust colored, all kinds, flocks of birds. And these are oranges growing on the tree. Unbelievable. I think I might want to buy land here, up in these mountains, between Matagalpa and Jinotega. Look at this. This is truly heaven in here. Imagine waking up in this This morning it was raining, so I couldn't set out earlier. The plan was to leave around 5:30, but the rain stopped at only 8 o'clock. But imagine early in the morning at 6 in the morning what kinds of birds you can see up here. Just beautiful. Awesome. So, like I suspected, we are still gaining altitude. By now, I should be easily at 1100 meters above sea level. That's where most birds are, because if they go in the lowlands, it's too hot. There's not enough food for them, right? They feed on fruit and insects. When you're down in the lowlands, not that many plants can grow there. Only maybe bananas, mango, very, very arid conditions like in Leon. So because of that, the insects too are hidden during the day. So there are no fruits, there are no insects, hence no food for the birds. So the birds will come up here at 1100 meters above sea level. That's where they can thrive. And the bird variety up here is absolutely extensive, spectacular. Not just the bird variety, plant life, animal life, insects, invertebrates, reptiles, I would imagine. Luckily there are no snakes. Look, those are grapefruits hanging from the tree. So this would be the Selva Negra birdwatching reserve. They have a lot more than just bird watching. They actually have these paths. They go higher up in the mountain. That's over there. They gave me a map and they told me that what's recommended is only one path. There are many of them that go in the mountain, but some are kind of harder or they're closed. What do we have here? These are different types of grackles. These are blue grackles. Yeah, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take this path down here, which is called the bird watching path, before I actually go walking up in the mountain, because it's relatively late still, since today there was rain early in the morning. So I'm gonna see if I can maybe spot a few bird species still while it's still relatively not late, and then after that I'll go back on that path higher up. But we are at a good 1300 meters above sea level up here, so we'll see what happens. It's pretty pleasant actually. They have something called Bavaria. So what that's telling me is that the person who opened this ranch initially was somebody from Germany, right? And then they named it Bavaria after the land Bavaria in Germany. So yeah, let's see if we can see any birds down there. Let's hope for the best. Although I already saw birds down at Luz de Luna, quite a few actually. I even saw the guardabarranco, believe it or not, briefly, but I did see it. This is amazing. There's some type of waterfowl on a lagoon, on the lake here. I don't know if they can be seen. Yeah, this type of duck or whatever it is black and it has a red beak. I had to find out what species this is. Unbelievable, just surreal. You know, the amount of species of birds that I can see here is absolutely stunning. Awesome. And I hear them up in the trees, right? It's just that it's windy today and it's relatively late, but they're still there. They're not going anywhere. Here we can see obviously the entrance to La Selva Negra in Matagalpa, and I'm going there the second time to show you the chart of all different birds that can be seen around here. I did not record that, but yeah, so that will be in this little shack here. I'm just going to record the bird types. What do they have here? Yeah, it's mostly, I guess, for people who want to just get a tour of the coffee and the cacao plantation nature tour. As we can see here, butterflies, horseback riding, bird watching tour right here, and coffee. Yeah, introducing Selva Negra. And here are the birds, the lessons motmot and the resplendent quetzal, two birds which are stunning, you know, and spectacular in this area. Here we have obviously the oropendola, which we have seen many times. The rufous-tailed hummingbird, I think I've seen that one down at the Rancho Luz de Luna. Golden-headed tanager, I haven't seen that. The rufous brown pepper shrike, I might have seen that on my way up here. And the spot-breasted oriole, I think I've seen that. The turquoise-browed mutmut, or the guardabarranco, the national bird of Nicaragua, I saw it yesterday, very briefly though. And that's about it. Was this emerald toucanet? That's interesting, that I haven't seen. Here we have the quetzal, the male and the female, the resplendent quetzal, and of course the oropendola. There are many of them, and the orchids that can be seen here. So fascinating stuff, really, here at La Selva Negra. Stuff. I think they have jacanas here. Yeah, these are jacanas that walk on water lilies. Obviously here we have a couple of geese, but what I really wanted to see are the jacanas. Look how they walk on water lilies. These birds are known for that. They have these big toed feet that allow them to walk on water lilies while sinking in the water, right? Awesome. Really amazing. Yeah, this is a great place by any standard. There's even I guess a path that goes around this little lake. The path goes down there through the woods, and then it continues here. But yeah, what an awesome place. Let me see if I can find that exit towards the path in the woods. So those are the paths that are parked 4 and 5, I believe, on the map that they gave me. And yeah, so I should be somewhere around here. This plant here, I think, is a decorative plant that produces a fruit. I found this plant even on the slopes of Mombacho volcano, but here it grows as a parasitic plant on something else. Look at that. Just amazing. What's out here? This is another, I guess, park or whatnot. Let's go a bit higher up so we can find that path that was marked on the map. People actually rent out rooms here, right? It's possible to spend nights here, right? They have lodging. The only thing is that, what does it say? Camino privado 345. I don't think it's over there. The only problem is that you're kind of far from Matagalpa, so if you don't have a car, it's not doable. You can't take that chicken bus to Matagalpa to do your groceries all the time. So you would need a car to end up here. But yeah, it's possible to get rooms here, to spend, to lodge here. And these are the animals that can be found in La Selva Negra. Look at that, they have armadillos, they have all kinds of deer. Pecari. Pecari is a type of pig from the Americas, from the tropical Americas. They have howler monkeys, vultures, there is some kind of cat. Puma, probably, toucan, sloth, what's this? This is some type of a toucanet. What else do they have here? That's a jaguarundi, or an ocelot, small cat again. This is a relative of a raccoon. I don't know what that is, but what a great painting it is. So it's just awesome. Buenos días. So I think the entrance to the forest would be down here. I don't know why that lady told me that the bird watching tour was lower. That was just what's it called? That was just for the farms and the animals. Okay, this will be the hiking path, I guess. Okay, enter at your own risk. This is a primary forest, blah blah blah. Okay. Okay. All right. Use insect repellent. I don't have that. I have a picture of the resplendent cacao. Good. Well, I am entering the trail here. Look at all the plant life. Unbelievable. And it's so dense. You can hear a forest creek in here. At almost 1,300 meters above sea level, it's still tropical. It's exactly like the Mombacho volcano. Amazing. I'm in a cloud forest here. There's a specimen of a tree, Roble Blanco, and we have the Latin name, Tabebura heterophylla. Yeah, that's probably a white something, but I have no idea what type of a tree that is. But let's continue on the Bavaria path, and then we'll do a circle and hopefully end up on the same area where there was an entrance to the path number 4. That is the plan. So as you guys can see, this is pretty much like the Mombacho volcano. Very, very similar ecosystem, very similar woods, similar altitude. Look at this, Santapu berry. I'll give $1,000 to anyone who eats that berry. In general, you cannot eat berries nowhere, especially not in the tropics, because chances are you'll get poisoned or worse. But what's characteristic here are these bromeliads that grow as parasitic plants on either dead tree stumps or even on live trees. So they grow on other tree species. And we hear birds in the distance. We hear them all over the place. Absolutely amazing. Will we be able to see them right now? Unlikely. I'm not regretting anything, because already I've seen all the birds that I wanted to see. Primarily the sorry, not the tocororo, but the, what's it called, the guardabarranco, the national bird of Nicaragua. Lots of mud on this path, so we gotta be careful. It was raining this morning, so it can be slippery. Guys, I have heard the call of the bellbird, the three-wattle bellbird. It's in the woods over there. But I have heard the call. Yeah, that was the call of a bellbird. The bellbird is over there in the canopy. The three-wattle bellbird, one of the loudest birds in the world. It's here, but we can't see it because the vegetation is so dense. Yeah, it's actually going further now. That's the bellbird. That, you know, that industrial siren noise, like the that is the bellbird. It's up there. I wish I was able to see it.